When the mask slips, why top women leaders need spaces for vulnerability. You walk into the room with the practiced calm of someone who's been the strong one for years. Eyes bright, voice steady. No one can tell that you slept 3 hours, that you're carrying 1,000 invisible threads, holding a business, a family, and yourself together. You know how to hold it all. That's part of your power. But what you may not know anymore is where you're allowed to fall apart. Because here's the truth. The higher you go, the lonelier it becomes. Not because others leave you, but because you start leaving parts of yourself behind. The mask that becomes the skin. Every woman who's made it to the top knows the mask. The polished smile, the diplomatic tone, the nod that says, "I'm fine," when you're anything but. It starts as protection, a way to survive in rooms not built for you. But over time, the mask stops being something you wear. It becomes the skin you live in. And the irony, the very thing that helped you rise, composure, control, poise, becomes the thing that distances you from yourself. Behind closed doors, many senior women describe the same quiet exhaustion. Not burnout exactly, but emotional dehydration. The feeling of pouring without ever refilling. The price of being the steady one. You've built a life around holding it together. You carried teams, projects, families, crises. You fix, smooth, absorb. But who holds you? Most women at the top have no true confidant. The higher you climb, the fewer peers who can truly understand the pressure. Colleagues look up to you. Teams depend on you. Friends come for advice. You become the anchor in everyone's storm. And the higher you go, the narrower the circle of trust becomes. The air gets thinner, not because of the altitude, but because of the politics. The backroom competition sharpens. The power games get quieter, subtler, more psychological. You learn to scan every interaction for intention, to build alliances, but also to anticipate betrayal. At that level, every conversation can be both an opportunity and a trap. And so the mask hardens, not out of vanity, but out of necessity. Because if you dropped it, even for a second, the fear whispers, "What if everything falls apart?" That fear keeps brilliant women lonely. It keeps them leading through depletion, not depth. The courage to be seen unarmored. Here's the truth. Strength without softness becomes brittle. It cracks under pressure. Vulnerability is not the opposite of power. It's what keeps power human. But before you rush to translate this into sharing more, pause. This isn't about bearing your soul on LinkedIn or breaking down in the boardroom. Despite what Brené Brown, Simon Sinek, and others often champion, context matters. A CEO of a startup has a different kind of freedom than an executive inside a multilateral institution. A woman in a creative industry operates under different norms than one in finance or government. You need to read the room, understand your environment, your culture, and your audience. Being vulnerable is not about exposure, it's about discernment. It's about asking, whom do I need to say this to? How do I need to say it? When is the right time to say it? A founder can share fatigue openly with her team. They've built the dream together from the living room. But a senior executive at a Fortune 500 might choose to have that conversation privately with a coach, a therapist, or a trusted peer, not on stage. We agree on the need to say, "I don't know, I'm tired, and I need help." But wisdom lies in knowing where, when, and with whom those words are safe and powerful. What kind of spaces top women need to exhale? Every strong woman deserves a place where she can drop the armor, but not all spaces are created equal. Here's where you start building your ecosystem of relief. One-to-one coaching spaces, where you can process the leadership load privately, connect patterns, and strategize your next moves. Therapy, for emotional recalibration, deeper unpacking, or unresolved stress that keeps echoing. Confidential peer circles, curated groups of women who operate at your level where ambition and empathy can coexist. Mentorship trios, not one mentor, but a mix of peers, seniors, and emerging women to keep perspective multi-directional. Professional sanctuaries, safe learning spaces like retreats, leadership programs, or mastermind groups where openness is normalized. Personal rituals, daily acts that anchor you back to yourself. Morning silence, journaling, walking alone, saying no, or simply doing nothing. These are not luxuries. They are maintenance, the oxygen mask that lets you keep leading without losing yourself. Leadership is changing, and so should you. The world doesn't need more perfect leaders. It needs more present ones. Gone are the days when authority meant distance. The new currency of influence is trust, and trust is built on truth. But truth doesn't mean oversharing. It means practicing emotional intelligence, being real and measured, open and aware. Learn to have the crucial conversations that build trust without diluting authority. Prepare, practice, communicate with intention. Show vulnerability in a way that makes you relatable, humanizes you, builds empathy and loyalty, but never erodes your credibility. There's a fine line between being human and being labeled fragile. Cross it carefully, with clarity, composure, and purpose. Vulnerability should show your strength, not disguise your exhaustion. Final thoughts. Strength isn't the absence of cracks. It's the grace to stay standing even when the light starts leaking through. It's time we tell the truth, not to glorify struggle, but to normalize it. Because leadership doesn't erase humanity, it magnifies it. We've spent too long leading with armor, polished, composed, distant. But the next chapter of leadership belongs to those who dare to lead unmasked. We get to redefine what strong looks like. Not spotless, but self-aware. Not perfect, but present. Not untouchable, but unshakably real. Think. When was the last time you took the mask off, even for yourself? Know a woman who carries too much without a place to put it down? Send her this piece. Let her know she's not alone. If this resonated, share it, because the moment we start telling the truth about the weight we carry, we begin to make it lighter for all of us. If this hit home and you're ready to find your own space to exhale, let's talk. Or join our weekly Wednesday drop. Real, raw, unfiltered reflections for women who lead. Straight to your inbox. Sign up today.